Morning YouTubers, UXO back today with another little repair on my RV. Last week we were out camping and the igniter for the spark on our stove, which is known as a Piezo Igniter, broke off. The handle broke off. It wasn't just the handle, the shaft actually broke off inside of the knob. So luckily I have the manual for the stove, so I ordered a new knob and a new Piezo Igniter. So today we're going to just change those. Should be a 5-minute job, I hope. So let's get into it. So the first thing we got to do is take the top off. Top off the stove. Take the grate off. Just simply pulls up. Sometimes these little grommets. These little grommets here are actually stuck inside the hole, which is where they're supposed to go, but most times they just come off. So sometimes they'll remain in the holes and sometimes they won't. And then the stove should just pop up and then pull out. So there's a little catch right here that connects down in here, and then in the back there's a couple of little indents that fit way back in here. You'll see it when you do it. So that's the igniter, Piezo Igniter there, with the wires that lead to each element. So of course when you click this, it fires all three at the same time, no matter which one's on. So with a couple of screws in the front here, there's a couple of screws in the front we'll remove. So what I'm going to do is, before I take it all off, is I'm going to just number these wires in here, 1, 2, and 3, so I know exactly where. I don't know if it makes a difference, but better be safe than sorry. So I'm just going to take this off, the rest of it off, and then mark them. So we'll just go from left to right, and this will be 1, 2, and 3. I'll take this tape off after. 1, 2, and 3. So they just simply unplug each one of them, just pulls back. They're a little stiff, so you might have to wiggle them. There we go. So as you can see how the shaft is broken right off there, and like I said, the remaining part of the shaft is actually stuck inside the knob. That's why I had to buy a new knob. The new items. I'll put the link down below in the description where I got these, but I mean each stove is different. Usually the Piezo Igniters are probably all the same, I would say, but you have to check your manual and or your stove Piezo to see the number on it. So we can see these are identical. So left to right, 1, 2, 3. Make sure they're plugged in there well. And we'll just put the screws back in. new, so we're gonna make sure we get them in there straight. Make sure they're snug. And you'll see there's a little flat top and a round bottom, same as on the shaft, and you just line it up. That's it. It's on. So we'll do the So I don't like how this this wire is over the top here, so I'm just going to unplug it and feed it underneath, out of the way. You want to make sure none of the wires are around the burner elements, of course. So they're all underneath, so we'll turn the gas on and we'll fire it up, see if it works. Okay. As you can see, that's it. They're all working. Simple. Okay, that was pretty quick. I mean, it took us all about 5 minutes. So we'll put the stove back together. Remember, like I said, there's a clip in the front and in the back. There's these little indents, and they slide into the back of your stove. There's a couple of indents back here. So you put the back in first. Make sure the back clips are in. And sometimes you have to adjust this little piece if it's bent or anything, but you can just usually push it in a little bit with your hands. Here, top's on. And then the grate, the closer part goes to the front of the stove for the burner element. Well, that was a simple job. It took, what, 5 minutes? Anybody can do it. Just to make sure you order the right igniter, piezo igniter, or clicker, whatever you like to call it. Usually there's a little number. Usually there's a number on it that you can reference. But these are pretty universal, like I said, so you can just take yours off and go on the internet, on Amazon, wherever you search, and usually they're about all the same. So yeah, I'll leave the link. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you got any comments, just put them below and I'll answer them.